Hi, I'm Gremlin, or Grim. I'm a Caustic main. Caustic went through some changes from Season 20 to Season 21. I didn't like the changes, so I'm going to compare them. I've been dying a lot, probably not because of the changes and just because I'm bad, but yeah, out of pettiness, I decided to look at the changes and compare them to different legends. Yeah, moving on. Let's take a look first at Bangalore Smoke and Caustic Gas. This is Bangalore Smoke. Keep in mind that the enemy that you see in the middle, I don't know if you can see my mouse. If you can't, too bad. The enemy in the middle would usually not be highlighted. Just me being a dumbass, I forgot to turn off that option in the firing range settings. And now we can compare it to caustic gas. This is how much you can see in caustic gas. And you might be thinking, if you're not a caustic player, oh my god, caustic can see so much in the gas. True. So can you. Nox vision only highlights enemies that are in the gas, as you can see from the guy in the middle. Can I zoom in like this? Okay, that didn't work. This guy in the middle, right? And what a highlight that is, bro. I can see him so clearly. Sarcasm, because I can't. Yeah, look at this difference. And yes, I know Bangalore smoke is very different from caustic gas. They have very different purposes. Bangalore smoke is meant to block out enemies' view. Caustic gas is meant to deal damage or zone people, right? Keep them out of some locations. But I'm just showing this comparison to show how useless Caustic's Nox vision is. And not to mention, sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes maybe I'll play a clip over this. Sometimes enemies will be in the gas and they don't even get highlighted, and it's they're they're either as blind as you are or they can see you completely fine. I have another clip somewhere. Maybe I'll put it on. Probably, I don't know. I'm not really good with editing, but sometimes the gas won't even show up for them. So Nox Vision is kind of stupid. Speaking of Nox Vision, there is a perk that Caustic has that is um gas healing. And gas healing is sounds very good. I was very excited when I first heard about it. I was like, oh my gosh, it'd be so good in when holding a building. But no, gas healing is slow, very slow. I compared it to Bangalore's healing in Smoke because she also has that perk, along with Octane's passive. Because I would constantly say to all my friends and anyone who I played with, being like, Caustic's gas healing is useless. It's slower than Octane's passive. And so one day I woke up and was like, is it actually slower than Octane's passive? And then I Googled it and I couldn't find a single video comparing them. I would see some people being like, "Oh, I think it looks faster, or I think it looks slower," but no actual side by side comparison. So, out of spite, I decided to make my own and play video. I don't know how long the video is. I completely forgot. Anyway, we're gonna assume the video is done with. As you can see, Bangalore's smoke is a little faster and with caustics behind, but it is not faster than Octane's passive. I mean, it is not slower than Octane's passive. I did use Caustic's alt as the time frame for the just as a controlled variable to like compare them because you need controlled variables for healing. And yeah, yeah, let's look at caustic gas damage. In the beginning of season 20 and prior to season 20, caustic would do uh 5 damage going up 1 damage every 2 ticks. So it would go 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, and so forth. Along with this, it would slow any enemy that was inside the gas for as long as they were in the gas. If your toenail was touching the gas, you'd be slow, which I will admit is a little annoying, but it made his gas effective. And in the middle of season 20, they tried to balance this. They removed Caustic Slow after 2 ticks. So after like um 2 ticks of damage, you could move around as freely as you want. Fucking Lemonhead could super glide out of there if you wanted, right? But to balance this change, because Caustic mains like me would get a little annoyed at this, they upped the damage. It would now go up 1 damage every tick. And it would start at 5. Well, it always started 5, but it would go up 1 damage every tick, infinitely. So it'd go like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and so on and so on and so on. It was really good. I actually think this is what made Caustic so viable. I think this made him really good. I thought the balance was fine. I was a little annoyed at first when enemies could easily run out, but with the damage change, I was perfectly okay with it. And then came season 21, the current season. Caustic now starts at 4 damage and goes up and then caps at 10. So it would go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 10, and it would stop there. And you might think, "Oh, this is nothing. It's fine. Like it's still doing decent damage." Here, let me show you this. This is cumulative damage, right? That's my second graph because I made two, and here's the first graph I made. This is just comparing damage. As we can see, season 20. Keep in mind, season 20 is the only one with the slow effect after 2 ticks, so it'd be 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, yeah, so on, so on. See, mid season 20, we cover this 5 up, and then season 21, 4 to 10, and then it would be flat 10. You can't see my mouse, I don't know. Maybe you can. But point is, that's the difference, right? And you might think you're still doing the same amount of damage, pretty much. Well, not really. Look at the cumulative gas damage. This is damage that a player would take over time if they stayed in the gas like a dumbass. Um, if we compared this in season 20, based off my personal experience, enemies would stay in caustic gas for around 3 to 4 ticks, right? And that would be a max of like 26 damage, I think. No, max of 29? No, 22 damage. Max of 22 damage if they stayed in for, 3 to 4. Wait, hold on. I'm bad at reading graphs. Yeah, 22 damage for 4 ticks max, right? And after the slow nerf, I found out, hey, they can leave easily. They stay around 2 to 3 ticks. So mid-season 20, they take around 18 damage. And then they nerf the damage in season 21, and now he takes 15 now enemies take 15 damage in caustic gas on average, based on my personal experience. I might have video recordings of this. If I don't, they won't be up. But just doing some simple comparison, in season 20, you can see that enemies would die after the 13th tick. Beginning of season 20, after 13 ticks, the line would cut off. That means the enemy died. In season 21, they would die at 11 ticks because of the increased gas damage. And weirdly enough, in season 21, they die at 13 ticks. So their increase in damage results in the same amount of time that it takes for an enemy to die back in the original stage. So as a caustic main, yes, it is doing more damage technically. It doesn't really matter if they don't stay in the gas. If they do stay in the gas, I mean, because they're still gonna die in the same amount of time. And yeah, I don't know. That is basically it. I don't really have that much more to talk about. I was really annoyed when I made this. Yeah. I stream on Twitch. Check me out. This is after I'm done editing, but I had a clip recently which I think shows how effective the gas slow is now. So I'm just gonna plop it in. It's gonna be playing in the background. Whoa, look at that. That is completely slowing the enemy, and I'm at a better advantage in my own gas. I'm done. See ya.